क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप, जीरा सिप, MDH का जल जीरा, जीरा सिप, जीरा सिप, MDH का जल जीरा, जीरा सिप।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may intervene in a potential conflict, viewing it as a threat to its own stability. China condemned this as meddling, issuing strong warnings and summoning diplomats. This conflict started when Japan's newly appointed Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, issued a direct
Hi, this is Sandeep Sekhar, AD and CEO, Nippon India Mutual Fund. And I'm very excited to be part of India Economic Summit hosted by Republic Business, happening on 28th of November 2025 at Public Headquarters in Noida. See you there.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime, रहो बेफिक्र।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School, Bengaluru.
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा।
So in the past, we would see most of the terrorists who would get arrested, they would be like the people who would be working at a very low level. But today we have seen the white collar suspect.
कश्मीर घाटी में डॉक्टर्स एक बहुत अल्टीमेट ड्रीम होता है वहां के लड़के लड़कियों का। उस बनने के बावजूद अगर आप रेडिकलाइज होकर अपने ही देशवासियों को मारने के लिए और अपने देश को तोड़ने के लिए तैयार हो सकते हैं, तो आप अंदाजा लगाइए किस तरह की रेडिकलाइजेशन हो रही है और इस फ्रंट पे हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From your smartphones to your smart televisions, trending stories are always breaking the internet. Tonight we have lined up for you a slew of stories piping hot and fast on the internet. We begin with a heartwarming story as star cricketer Jemimah Rodrigues places friendship above all, backing out of the WBBL series and staying back in India with Smriti Mandhana instead. And on the other hand, we have Kapil Sharma breaking the internet at long last, breaking his silence on the repeated instances of firing at his Vancouver cafe. And let's not forget, the Gen Zs are particularly in a good mood today, with Prime Minister Modi complimenting the younger generation at the Infinity Campus opening. We have this and a lot more packed in this episode for you tonight. I am Oyana and this is Trending. Viewers, Indian Women's World Cup hero Jemimah Rodrigues has withdrawn from the remainder of the Women's Big Bash League season, choosing to stay home instead. Jemimah had flown to India 10 days ago after Brisbane Heat's match against Hobart Hurricanes for what was supposed to be a brief pre-arranged trip for her close friend and fellow cricketer Smriti Mandhana's wedding. Rodrigues was, per that schedule, set to rejoin her WBBL side this week, but with the unforeseen circumstance of the wedding being indefinitely put on hold, Rodrigues requested a release, which the franchisee agreed to without any hesitation. Brisbane Heat CEO Terry Swenson, via a statement released by the club, is who officially made the announcement of Jemimah's WBBL release. His statement claimed that Jemimah requested the release so as to stay back in India to support Smriti in light of her father having taken ill and her wedding being postponed. Swenson also acknowledged the disappointment among fans, hoping to see more of Rodrigues, who was the club's top international draft pick this year and in her second stint with Brisbane, but emphasized that the franchisee's priority was her well-being. Now, the social media was swarmed with comments lauding Jemimah's spirit of friendship as she took such a monumental career decision, thinking of Smriti and to be with her into what is more than perceivably so a tough time. Social media had turned into a compliments fest as appreciation flowed in heaps directed at Jemimah as netizens shared their sympathies with Smriti and the rough time with her dad's health, wedding delay and the speculation suggesting groom to be Palash to have cheated on her. Viewers, actor, comedian and talk show host Kapil Sharma broke his silence at long last over the repeated attacks at his Canada cafe at a press event for his upcoming film Kis Kis Ko Pyar Karu 2. He spoke of lightly maintaining his poise and calm while speaking about the firing. He also shared an update on the legalities involved in the matter. The comedian even playfully revealed that his cafe sees a bigger opening after every firing incident.
तो ये इंसिडेंट कनाडा में हुआ, वैंकूवर में, और आई थिंक 3 बार वहां पे फायरिंग हुई और मे भी जो मुझे लगता है, आई थिंक वहां का थोड़ा जो रूल्स है वहां के, पुलिस के पास शायद इतनी पावर्स नहीं है कि वो उस चीज को कंट्रोल कर पाए. बट उसके बाद जब हमारा ये केस हुआ तो ये केस फेडरल में चला गया, जैसे हमारी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट होती है, वहां भी कनाडा की पार्लियामेंट के उसके ऊपर चर्चा हुई. मुझे तो लगता है कि ऊपर वाला जो करता है उसके पीछे की जो कहानी होती है हम नहीं समझ पाते, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों के मुझे फोन आए कि वहां पे ऑलरेडी ये सब बहुत कुछ चल रहा था, लेकिन आपके कैफे पे फायरिंग हुई, वो न्यूज बनी, तो अब जो है वहां की पुलिस, वहां का लॉ एंड ऑर्डर जो है वो उसमें काफी इंप्रूवमेंट करने की तरफ उनके वो कदम बढ़ रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक और बाकी मैं कभी मुंबई में और अपनी कंट्री में तो कभी अनसेफ फील नहीं करता. हमारी मुंबई पुलिस जैसा कोई भी नहीं है. सो ठीक है, जितनी बार गोली चली वहां पे, उसके बाद हमें और बड़ी ओपनिंग लगी हमारे कैफे में.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
सो ऊपर वाला साथ है तो ठीक है. हर हर महादेव.
Viewers, Kapil Sharma's cafe in Canada was fired at 3 times in the last 4 months. The first attack was on the 10th of July this year when some employees were still inside, and the second on the 8th of August when at least 25 shots were fired. With 2 gangs, Gurpreet Singh alias Goldie Dhillon and Lawrence Bishnoi in posts on social media claimed responsibility for the attacks. The latest came on the 16th of October where at least half a dozen shots were fired at the cafe. And hot off the plate and straight to your screens, ladies and gentlemen, here are the hot trends of the day for you. Veteran actor Hema Malini penned an emotional note after Dharmendra's passing at the age of 89, calling him her everything and a devoted father. She said the loss feels indescribable, leaving a lifelong void. Married for 45 years, they starred in over 25 films together. And the mega blockbuster Sholay will be released on India on the 12th of December this year for its 50th anniversary. This new version, titled Sholay The Final Cut, is a 4K restoration that includes the film's original uncensored ending that was cut from the 1975 release. The restored film will be shown on 1,500 screens across India. And once a liver, always a liver. Social media sensation Ori often gets himself being viral on the internet. One of those major moments when his quirky comments about being a liver went viral on the internet. He posed for the paparazzi wearing a t-shirt with the text, "I am a liver." An Indian cricketer Yuzvendra Chahal stunned fans with a stylish photo in a regal black outfit on Instagram, captioning, "Ready for marriage, just need a girl." The playful post has set the internet abuzz. And on Wednesday, Ori appeared before the Mumbai police in connection with a rupees 252 crore methadone drug seizure case. Pratik Smita Patil is celebrating his second engagement anniversary with his wife Priya Banerjee on the 26th of November this year. The couple got married on the 14th of February. This anniversary marks 2 years since Pratik proposed to Priya in 2023. And India very recently announced a notification for a likely missile test in the Bay of Bengal region to be conducted between the 6th of December and the 8th of December. According to the notification, a no-fly zone extending up to 1,480 kilometers will be active from 12:30 the 6th of December until 3:30 on the 8th of December. And a video of Mumbai police officer giving a chocolate to a 5-year-old girl after reuniting her with her mother has won people's hearts. According to a report, the cops earlier arrested 5 people in connection with the alleged kidnapping, including the kid's maternal uncle and aunt. Kimberly Guilfoyle, the United States ambassador to Greece, has raised eyebrows with her choice of outfit to a formal event. The former Fox News personality chose a black lace dress for a Thanksgiving gathering at the American Hellenic Chamber of Commerce. The semi-transparent outfit was slammed as inappropriate by many critics on social media. Tourists were forced to watch helplessly after their luggage was swept out to sea during a ferry ride in Thailand. Alice Zamparelli, one of the tourists on the ferry, captured now viral TikTok footage of suitcases dancing up and down on the water. And And Instagram has introduced two Stranger Things themed textiles for stories and reels as Netflix prepares to release the final season of the hit sci-fi drama. Instagram has introduced a timed visual update tied to Stranger Things, landing just as Netflix moves towards releasing the show's last season. A video from Bengaluru viewers has gone viral showing a heated argument between a city auto driver and a couple described online as non-native. The clip, widely shared on social media platform X, shows the woman speaking aggressively to the driver. At one point, she says in Hindi, "Aukat ahi hai tumhari," and uses abusive words including an expletive and remarks aimed at Kannada. The reason behind the argument is still unclear from the footage. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today met the victorious women's blind cricket team who won the inaugural Blind Women's T20 World Cup. Viewers, today was no less of a momentous occasion as the nation had its first Skyroot Space Infinity campus inaugurated today in Hyderabad. But the moment that took the internet by storm was Prime Minister Modi, who was virtually present for the inauguration, who stole the internet's hearts as he complimented the nation's Gen Z population. He in fact went on to say that Gen Z worldwide can look up to India's Gen Z as role models in the growing private space sector.
आज ये जेन जी इंजीनियर्स, जेन जी डिजाइनर्स, जेन जी कोडर्स और जेन जी साइंटिस्ट नई नई टेक्नोलॉजी बना रहे हैं। प्रोपल्शन सिस्टम हो, कंपोजिट मटेरियल्स हो, रॉकेट स्टेजेज हो, सैटेलाइट प्लेटफॉर्म्स हो, भारत का युवा आज उन क्षेत्रों में काम कर रहा है जिनकी कुछ साल पहले कल्पना भी संभव नहीं थी।
And while the internet swarmed with netizens, especially the Gen Z, as their nods in vehement agreement to the Prime Minister's stole praise. What was particularly heartwarming, however, was how social media also had reactions of agreement and praise come from the older generations as well. Fast, zippy, and exactly how they should be. Viewers, on your screens, the fast trends of the day. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle went on to shatter box office records across the globe, marking a major feat, having successfully fulfilled the criteria for the Oscars 2026. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is now eligible for consideration in the Best Animated Feature category. The Haruo Sotozaki directorial has made a significant impact, joining a list of 30 eligible titles. The final nominations will be announced on the 22nd of January 2026. And the Indian Air Force and French Air and Space Air Force are running exercise Garuda 2025 at Mont de Marsan Air Base in France from 16th of November to the 27th. Over 500 personnel and 25 aircraft, including India's Sukhoi 30 Mk-1 fighters and France's Rafale jets, practice their air combat formation flying and mid-air refueling. Joint briefings and ground exercises highlight seamless coordination, strengthening long-standing defense ties and interoperability. video of a bride leading her own Bharat in Uttar Pradesh's Prayagraj has gone viral, with social media users calling it one of the most memorable wedding moments of the season. The clip shows the bride seated in a carriage as her procession moved towards the wedding venue. While Tanu seems thrilled to lead her own Bharat, her father's happiness stood out just as much as he watched his long-held dream unfold on the streets of Prayagraj. The Supreme Court directed comedian Samay Raina and 4 others, that is Vipul Goyal, Balraj, Paramjeet Singh Ghai, Sonali Thakkar and Nishant Jagadish Tawar, to organize and broadcast at least 2 monthly events featuring inspiring stories from people with disabilities. The order came during a hearing on a petition by the Cure SMA Foundation, which objected to insensitive jokes about disabilities, including SMA and blindness, made on Raina's show India's Got Latent. Funds raised will support medical treatments for rare conditions, with the court viewing it as a way for influential figures to promote dignity and awareness. This follows August apologies ordered for the same remarks. South Africa defeated India by 408 runs in the second test at Guwahati's ACA VDCA Stadium, securing a 2-0 series sweep and India's heaviest home test loss by runs. Bavuma remains unbeaten in 12 tests as skipper, with 11 wins and 1 draw, capping a stellar year that included the World Test Championship title and a Pakistan victory. The result lifted South Africa to second in the 2025-27 standings, while India dropped to 5th, prompting questions about their test form amid a busy schedule ahead. In India, reactions focused on coaching and selections, though officials affirmed stability with no immediate changes. And viewers, a total of 73 Indian athletes, a total of 45 men and 28 women competed for medals across 11 sports at the Deaflympics 2025 held in Tokyo in Japan between the 15th and 26th of November. The Tokyo 2025 edition was the 25th Summer Deaflympics, 101 years after the inaugural edition was held in Paris in 1924, while over 3,000 athletes from more than 70 countries competed for medals in 21 sports. India, however, only competed in athletics, badminton, golf, judo, karate, shooting, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, wrestling and tennis. India made their Deaflympics debut in 1965 and had won 52 medals at the multi-sport event heading into the 2025 edition. Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended his heartiest congratulations to India's Deaflympians today for their extraordinary performance at the 25th Summer Deaflympics 2025 in Tokyo. In fact, the Prime Minister complimented every athlete, every coach and support staff for their relentless efforts and commitment. He said that the entire nation is proud of their achievements, which have brought glory to India on the global stage. And ladies and gentlemen, we close this show tonight with new visuals that the Indian Army has released from exercise Mitra Shakti 2025. The footage shows coordinated tactical maneuvers under the UN mandate aimed at boosting interoperability, trust and combined capability in counter-terror and semi-urban operations.
Hope everyone is clear task.
Asim Munir completes takeover of Pakistan. Imran's sister exposes the truth about Pakistan. Imran missing, Munir consolidates. Pakistan's end near. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Hi, this is Sandeep Sekhar, AD and CEO, Nippon India Mutual Fund, and I'm very excited to be part of India Economic Summit hosted by Republic Business happening on 28th of November 2025 at Public Headquarters in Noida. See you there.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार. MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ 8 मिनट में तैयार. क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा प्योर मसाला.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ. डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा. अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ. सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का.
MDH की देगी मिर्च. मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो.
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता. टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ 8 मिनट में तैयार. क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा प्योर मसाला.
So in the past, we would see most of the terrorists who would get arrested. They would be like the people who would be working at a very low level. But today, we have seen the white collar suspect.
कश्मीर घाटी में डॉक्टर्स एक बहुत अल्टीमेट ड्रीम होता है वहां के लड़के लड़कियों का. उस बनने के बावजूद अगर आप रेडिकलाइज होकर अपने ही देशवासियों को मारने के लिए और अपने देश को तोड़ने के लिए तैयार हो सकते हैं, तो आप अंदाजा लगाइए किस तरह की रेडिकलाइजेशन हो रही है और इस फ्रंट पे हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं.
Battle lines drawn in Karnataka. High Command missing. Governance collapses. Fight for Chief Minister's chair escalates. Karnataka chaos. DKS Siddaramaiah fight in the open. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Hi, I'm Deepak Jayaraman, and I'm excited to be part of the India Economic Summit hosted by Republic Business on the 28th of November 2025 at the Republic headquarters in Noida. Look forward to seeing you there.
Maharashtra suspense. Shinde joins hands with Congress. Shinde Sena allies with Congress against BJP. From poaching to poster war, what's brewing? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m. Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may intervene in a potential conflict, viewing it as a threat to its own stability. China condemned this as meddling, issuing strong warnings and summoning diplomats. This conflict started when Japan's newly appointed Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, issued a direct warning to China during a session of the country's parliament. She stated that a conflict in the Taiwan Strait could represent a survival-threatening situation for Japan, implying that Tokyo might need to intervene militarily to protect its interests. This marked a bold escalation in Japan's stance on the Taiwan issue, signaling readiness to support Taiwan against potential Chinese action. Takaichi's comments, delivered amid rising regional tensions, prompted an immediate and sharp rebuke from Beijing, highlighting the fragile balance in East Asia and the risk of broader confrontation.
The remarks made by the Japanese leader on Taiwan constitute an interference in China's internal affairs and a serious violation of the One China principle and the basic norms governing international relations. Such words are extremely irresponsible and dangerous in
Battle lines drawn in Karnataka. High Command missing. Governance collapses. Fight for Chief Minister's chair escalates. Karnataka chaos. DKS Siddaramaiah fight in the open. Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Asim Munir completes takeover of Pakistan. Imran's sister exposes the truth about Pakistan. Imran missing, Munir consolidates. Pakistan's end near. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Hi, I'm Sangeeta Reddy, Joint Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Limited. And it is my pleasure to be participating in the Republic TV India Economic Summit hosted by Republic Business. Healthcare is one of the largest sectors in the world and indeed a critical sector when it comes to the health and the happiness of people. You can't enjoy your business unless you have your health intact. So come hear more about health, the economy, and India on the move. I look forward to seeing you there at the India Economic Summit hosted by Republic Business on November 28th.
Maharashtra suspense. Shinde joins hands with Congress. Shinde Sena allies with Congress against BJP. From poaching to poster war, what's brewing? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
India's growth, if it has to get into a 5 trillion and subsequently a $10 trillion economy by 2047, has to be driven by the private sector. And the government role has to be just that of a facilitator and catalyst. And we have a very vibrant, dynamic private sector. We should just unleash the energy of the private sector by good policy decisions. That's important.
First year when I went to Shark Tank, I was not an investor. I didn't know how investment happens, what do investors look at, because I was busy building boat.
Correct.
I was busy building my company.
Which is a good thing.
And suddenly, the Shark Tank came in and I was supposed to be on the chair.
Yeah.
So I had a...
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
On the debate tonight, DK Shivakumar makes it absolutely clear. It's now or never. He has to be Chief Minister. Also on the show tonight, the political Game of Thrones goes on and takes a new twist, with the Eknath Shinde Sena tying up with the Congress for a local election. And at 9 o'clock this evening, Munir takes it all as Imran Khan's sister reveals everything, the inner story of the torture her brother is going through, exclusively to Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a huge political fight going on in Karnataka. And it's taking a quasi-philosophical turn. D.K. Shivakumar says that there was a promise that he would be made the chief minister 2.5 years into Siddaramaya's term. He says there was an agreement, an arrangement. There was a word that was given. Therefore, he started putting cryptic posts, ladies and gentlemen, saying word power is world power. And then he says the biggest force in the world is to keep one's word. He's reminding Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi that they and Siddaramaiah gave him a word to make him Chief Minister of Karnataka by the end of November 2025, and that time is now. And in response to that, Siddaramaiah puts out a tweet saying, our word to Karnataka is not a slogan, it means the world to us. Indicating to D.K. Shivakumar that he's in no mood to go, that he's going to put up a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, these two people are fighting. In the middle of this, Siddaramaiah has also, according to sources who are telling me, Siddaramaiah has suggested a way out. He said, listen, I'm not going to let D.K. Shivakumar become chief minister. I'm not going to keep anyone's word. I'm not going to vacate the chair, but I'm willing to vacate the chair if the Congress president, Mallikarjun Kharge, is willing to be the chief minister of Karnataka. Now the reality is this, that Mallikarjun Kharge does not want to move from Delhi. He is happy being Congress president, even if that is a puppet presidency. So he's not coming. But the reality also is that Sonia Gandhi was present in the room when an agreement was made. When D.K. Shivakumar was told that if you agree to let Siddaramaiah take the first 2.5 years, you will get the next 2.5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the secret deal on the basis of which Siddaramaiah became chief minister. And that is why what is now being said, there are 5 or 6 people, according to sources, who know about the secret deal between Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar, which was brokered by none other than Sonia Gandhi today. And Sonia Gandhi apparently has gone to Dubai. For some reason, members of the Vadra Gandhi family are spending more and more time in Dubai, in Malaysia, in Colombia, in Italy, in Europe, everywhere across the world, ladies and Uzbekistan, Malaysia, but not India, not Bengaluru. As for Rahul Gandhi, he keeps traveling around the world. By the way, on an aside, I'd like to share with you that members of the Vadra Gandhi family increasingly are spending less time in India. New York, Colombia, Malaysia, South America, Uzbekistan, Bangkok is their perennial favorite, London, Italy, all over the world, but not in India. Anyway, coming back to Karnataka, the BJP has kept an open line to DKS. They know that D.K. Shivakumar is an ambitious man. That's JP Nadda, BJP leaders have said, keep a line open to him. If the Congress does not make him, if he rebels, then we could work with him. While Congress leaders trade their loyalties in Delhi corridors, a state once celebrated for its innovation, efficiency, for its modern infrastructure is crumbling in plain sight. It's all falling. Maximum power play, minimum governance. In fact, maximum power play, zero governance is what is happening in Karnataka. The revenue shortfall of 22,000 crore rupees this year alone. They have no money. They have no money. Projects are not happening. This infighting is all time consuming. The whole focus in Karnataka is who's going to be chief minister. Will DKS take over or not? Nothing happens. Airport metro delayed, Mysuru ring road delayed, projects delayed, no work happening. But everybody, these politicians are having a lot of fun. And the media is only reporting this non-stop, day in and day out. Viewers, this is the tragedy of the Congress party. The Vadra Gandhi family has realized in India that time is numbered, so more or less they are spending more time outside India. They become absentee landlords. The leaders within are fighting like among each other constantly, and Rahul Gandhi is nowhere to be seen. He's an absentee landlord in all this mess. When Bihar was heading to the elections, he decided to go to Colombia to spend time learning how to make Colombian coffee. When Bihar politics heated up, he decided that he needs to go on a holiday to Malaysia. When 3 major states went to the elections in 2021, he went to Uzbekistan. He's always traveling abroad. After the Congress party's worst ever defeat in 2019, he decided to spend time more and more in London. He did not attend the swearing in of the Chief Justice of India, and after the Congress party's 137th Foundation Day, he vanished again. Staying abroad, drinking coffee abroad, making coffee abroad, doing blogs, vlogs, behaving like a yuppie teenager is not good for a 57-year-old man who has certain responsibilities in India. It is quite tragic, the situation of Rahul Gandhi, but more tragic than that, because Rahul Gandhi is incidental. What is fundamental and not incidental is what happens to governance. This ongoing battle, this circus in Karnataka, it's not governance, it's not leadership, it's a full-blown political crisis. And for all the people out there, the Congis who are in love with Rahul Gandhi, who believe that an absentee landlord who spends more time abroad, who has made disappearing his political strategy, will change the fortune of the country, they need to see the delays, the debt, the garbage, the potholes, and the administrative paralysis in Karnataka to understand that the Vadra Gandhi family simply does not care.